This podcast contains swear words.
Hello and welcome to Talking Shit with Tara Cheyenne, a podcast where I interview people that I really like and share the conversations with you, which is how it all started. I was having so many great conversations with all these amazing people that I know and thinking, that was some good shit. I got to share this good shit. So here we are, 7 years later, talking shit with Tara Cheyenne. This is a podcast about creativity, about not giving up, about trusting yourself and taking risks and taking care of yourself and taking care of each other. And I am coming from the perspective of a performing artist, but the ideas, themes, notions, and potions expressed here apply to all of us. Whether you consider yourself an artist or not, you are. Life is a creative act. And I am your humble host. Humble most of the time. I don't know. Yeah, humility. I like to keep, some humility intact. My name is Tara Cheyenne Friedenberg. I am a dancer, a choreographer, director, writer, educator. I make shows. And I do shows, and I teach people about making shows. So that's pretty much that story. And I am here on the stolen, unceded territory of the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish nations on the west coast of Turtle Island. And before we get rolling, I would just like to remind you, as I always do, because it does make a difference, to please share, thumbs up, heart, rate, review, tell your friends about this podcast. Just share it just halfway through. Go like, that was good. Who would like this? Yeah, and just send it to them. It helps the algorithm put us up in the findable place. I don't really understand technology. It kind of baffles me. But anyway, here we are. And if you do have the inclination to donate, it helps a ton. Arts funding it's a bit garbage right now. I'm not going to lie to you. You can go to www.taracheyenne.com, upper right-hand corner, donate button. We'll also put that link in the show notes. Okay, my interview today is with the fantastic Arthi Chandra. I keep running into Arthi. We seem to be at the same shows, and we see each other across the room. It's like, oh, good, you're here. I've got somebody to talk to, so I don't have to talk to people I don't know and be really awkward, although I do awkward so very well. So I was super excited to have Arthi on the podcast. A little bit about Arthi Chandra. Arthi is a, quote, very serious director, writer, and lesbian based out of Vancouver, BC. She has directed and produced with many companies in both BC and Ontario. The Arts Club, Bard on the Beach, the Shaw Festival, Theatre Replacement, the Chop Theatre, Studio 58, Pacific Theatre, UBC, and more. Arthi teaches devising and directing at post-secondary levels and enjoys it very much. She graduated from Simon Fraser University, School of Contemporary Arts. Me too. Was recently part of WhyNot Theatre's ThisGen Fellowship and is an associate artist at Theatre Replacement. She also acts and is the happiest while cooking or gardening. So without further ado, let's dive into the interview. Just a little caveat. There's swearing. This is not a big surprise. The show is called Talking Shit with Tara Cheyenne, but we get into some other stuff too. So if you're so sensitive, squeamish or something, just know that it's going to be a nice ride for you. Know thyself. And maybe little kids maybe want headphones. All right, enjoy. Arthi.
Hi.
Welcome to Talking Shit with Tara Cheyenne.
Here we are.
I feel like we've known each other here and there for
many years.
Yeah, it's been a while, although you're very young.
Well, I've known you. I don't know if you've known me, but I've known you since I was 16 or 17.
Get out of town.
Because you went to my high school. to Caribou Hill Secondary School, and you did some choreographic thing for a play.
Yes.
That my drama teacher was directing. And and you came in, and it was like a magic trick or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is wacky. Like, yeah, that was like,
Yeah. Trevor found.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I was like, I feel like I was like getting over like laryngitis or something
Yes.
when I came to do that. That was so fun.
So many years ago.
It was so many years ago.
Oh, this is before you had the yellow streaks and everything.
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I got my little canary bang.
Yeah. I love them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little sunshine. It's gotta, when you live in Vancouver, you have to carry around a bit of sunshine
You do.
because it's not always available.
No, mine comes in pill format, but that's good too.
Okay, this is awesome. So you start so when did you know you wanted to go into theater, or that was something that you had to do?
Had to do. I would say, like, comparatively to people who start performing, I had a pretty late start. Like, I grew up north. I lived in Terrace and Prince George for a little bit. Yeah. So the most exposure to performing I had was like the Royal Conservatory of Music, doing classical piano.
Oh, yes.
Or I'm doing like ballet. So I did dance and piano as a kid, but theater wasn't really a thing. And like Theater Northwest, I was too young. Like I didn't, being like 9 years old with immigrant parents, we weren't going to the theater.
Right.
Right. So that wasn't a thing that I did. So I think my first real play that I saw was when I was 15, because we moved back to Vancouver. And I saw on a field trip a production of Macbeth at Brighton the Beach. And that was the first like real play I saw. So
Wow.
I know it wasn't something that I was like, I must be a theater artist. So I think I got intrigued after that, but I was going to go to school for law. Like that was the plan. And then I realized that you can just have an undergrad degree and that you could still take the LSAT. It doesn't matter what your degree was in. So I was like, okay, great, I'll do that. And then through going to theater school, who are we fucking kidding? Of course, went into theater. So I was in denial for a long time.
It's hard not to be in denial. I mean, there's not a lot of, hey, this is a great idea. You know what's a great idea?
Yeah.
Theater.
Yes.
Dance. Great idea. Law is, yes, law, medicine.
Sure, whatever.
I thought about it. Maybe like law is a hobby.
Yeah, just on the side, part-time.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm doing now because I'm back in school for legal studies. So I'm in part-time school once a week, twice a week, and I'm doing law part-time.
It's so good. It's so good. You flipped the whole thing.
Yeah.
How did your parents feel about the theater shtick?
Oh, I mean, of course you're worried about money, but I think I started the rebel card pretty young.
Yeah.
Like I in Prince George dated a girl when I was 13 and like got outed and everything by the counselors. It's a whole thing.
Oh, wow.
I know. I'm fine. I'm funny now, so it's okay.
That's the superpower.
That's a superpower. Yeah. But because of that, it's like I had such a hardcore rebel relationship with my parents. So I think theater for them was not a surprise.
Yeah.
At that point. My mom's biggest fear though about me acting was that I was gonna somehow end up being tricked into like pornography. I know, which I mean I feel like it's really telling actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, so yeah, but at the time I was like, okay, like I'm not going to be tricked into doing any films like that.
Right.
And then I started doing burlesque. So I guess her fears came.
Good.
Yeah. I was like, whatever. And also like, I don't know, if porn's not my thing, it's not my preferred avenue of performance or of art making. But I was like, I'm not going to be exploited in traffic through the theater industry.
Right.
But that was her biggest fear, which is kind of a crazy fear to have.
It's so interesting. But then when I think about it, I'm like, well, when you think about like, how are you going to get ahead? How are you going to be a star?
Yeah.
I mean,
it does actually make a lot of sense. But it seems so insane at that time. And I know. And then all the Me Too revelations came out.
Yeah.
Like shortly after we had that conversation. And she was like, see, I told you. And I was like, well, I'm not that famous. Here at SFU in Vancouver, I'm safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Other ridiculous challenges, but not that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Will we lick hot sauce off the floor? We will.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
We'll do that.
That's the beauty of SFU.
Yeah.
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 So you went to SFU for theater. Was it called performance and theater, or was it called theater then?
It was just theater performance, but it was really acting focused, acting, devising.
Yeah.
And then we had some directing in there as well. But it's very different today.
It is very different. When did you graduate?
I finished the program in 2019. Yeah. And then I graduated in 2020 because I did an English degree on the side. And that got me so far in life.
An English degree, also theater, English. So handy.
Yeah.
So handy.
Really handy. I can take multitudes. Is what it is.
I mean, I say these things, but just, dear listener, what I mean is we all know that performance people, English majors, these are some of the smartest people and the most like
poor.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Oops. But, but, wow. Okay. So it's interesting that like these auxiliary things that you, maybe that's not the right word, but like the English and now law.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your interdisciplinary practice. It's an interdisciplinary life.
I guess so. I've always felt very like jack of all trades, really, but like truly master of absolutely fucking nothing. Because I've always been a visual artist. I always painted. I always played music. Like I did other things. I've always been a writer. So it was interesting trying to pin that into a certain avenue or into a certain path where I don't know how to separate parts of myself. I'm really bad at compartmentalization. Maybe because I'm a Pisces, I think.
Is that a Pisces thing?
I think so. I think you're just like, this is all of me. I'm all fluid. I'm just so all over the place. I'm so watery. But yeah, I find it really hard to separate parts of myself. Like in art processes, the rest of my life still follows, right? Like I feel like when I direct, I'm actually painting. Like I don't see it as quote unquote directing of the actor stands here and that stands there. I'm like, okay, we're establishing like a color wash and then we're doing this and this. But I view directing as painting, and I view like dance and music as very similar things. Like I don't know, I've never been able to think of something as like isolated.
Well, I mean, I'm very much on board with the no silos.
Yeah.
Because they all, bleed into each other. I love that like directing is like painting because we are designing experience, vibe, or painting. We're literally painting pictures. And what is the sound or the vibration of that
100%.
image?
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. And I feel like then you're, in a way, it sounds like you're actually like maximizing all of yourself.
That's a good way to think of it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I have a lot of problems with the siloing. I mean,
you do everything.
Well, I do, but the thing I struggle with is that there's certain parts of our community. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're not, the person I'm talking to is definitely not listening to my podcast.
But they should be.
They should be. Is like, oh, you're a choreographer. So therefore, but the choreographer is often feminized. It's often off to the side. You're not even listed with the designers.
Crazy.
It's fucking bananas.
Fucking crazy.
Oh, you're just designing the physicality and the embodiment and the movement.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, but it's dance. It's just dance. Come in. Can you just get them to do this? I'll give you half an hour.
Crazy.
Anyway, sorry, I'm just whinging.
No, you're right. You should be.
You know what I mean? So then you're in that box.
Yes.
And even though I direct and I write and I devise and I choreograph and like all those things, it's people get held in those ideas of people.
Yeah. But that's like the systems that we live in, right? Like it's all connected to patriarchy, to capitalism. It's like, how do I control you or control the perception of you, control your perception of yourself? Like that's what the systems do.
Yeah. And it's to protect. Let's just tear down the system, Artie. It's to protect the white, male, colonial, cis, hetero, because it's too threatening. If somebody like you comes in and is like, I'm going to just like, it's all this, and we're bringing in music and visual and movement, and it's all, then dude was like, but these are my borders.
Yes.
That's threatening.
Which is so crazy because like living and learning in this town and the city, the arts community here is much more open to like abstract things and abstract making, which is so, so fucking cool. But when I was at some of the bigger festivals, like in Ontario, at Shaw, like, and I will name the name. But it's true. Like there's these large institutions that for them, they're like, that's too weird. That's not theater. Oh, that's some dance stuff. Or that's just like what the queer people do in their queer theater. And it's so wild to me where I'm like, why are we trying to preserve this like archaic way of working and storytelling? Like, why wouldn't you want to follow a creative impulse? Like, why we're not trying to make something that's marketable. You know what I mean? That fits into a certain box.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of problems with that.
I think it does the audience and the community a huge disservice.
I think so.
You're saying, oh, they can't handle that.
Yeah.
Just because they're old, maybe white people.
Yeah.
But my parents are old white people and they're like punk rock.
Yeah.
So, in fact, my mother is way ahead in so many things.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about.
She's like, and here's 3 books.
Totally. Have you seen this video? How about this artist? I'm like, oh wow. Okay.
Your mom sounds amazing.
She's very cool.
Yeah.
I hope to be that cool when I'm 80.
I mean, you're very cool right now.
Little fun cool.
Yeah.
That's very kind. So you graduated from SFU.
Yeah.
Theater degree or
theater degree.
Yeah.
English. Bachelor's of fuck all.
Yes, the bachelor of fuck all from some
fucking university.
Thank you, SFU, for everything.
It's true. We're very grateful.
Very grateful. You know it's a joke. Just gonna give props to SFU, even though sometimes I complain about it. I just got my MFA.
You did?
My master's of fuck all.
Yeah. Must feel amazing.
But I do find when I am working with either their performers or collaborators, it's like I'm like, you're at SFU? There's a like an irreverence, a willingness to just like, let's just fucking make it up. Yeah. Let's just like, I don't know, you got a cardboard box? I'll make a set.
Yeah.
I'll lick hot sauce off the floor.
Yep.
How was that experience for you? Did it just like...
Yeah. I loved it. I loved SFU and I loved my time there. And like the 3 core teachers that we had during my time.
Yeah.
It's such a small school and such a small faculty. So it's really who you have that makes it.
Yeah.
So I had Stephen Hill, Cole Lewis, I had Kara Wells. Yeah. Dee Kugler was there during my time. Sufei Lee.
Yes.
For movement.
Yes.
Tanya Alchuk. So those were like my main professors. And the emphasis on rigor, balance with care, but rigor and just like questioning everything, really getting deep into the work. If something makes you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, how do we lean into it? Like we pushed so hard in ways that I am so grateful for.
Yeah.
And it was very utilitarian. We didn't have any budgets. We didn't have any money. So during like Cole's devising classes, we'd be like, okay, I guess we're going to go dumpster diving in the fucking JJB and garbage cans outside at SFU. And like, oh, watch out, that's a glove. Or, oh, watch out, you probably shouldn't touch that. Here's some fresh cardboard. Let's go make a set. Like, that's what we did. Yeah. Or like people would just like leave stuff lying around. So we'd use it and then we'd clean it and we'd put it back. Like, that's just, it's how you make.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's so surprising to me now that I'm working in these larger institutions where someone's like, well, you only have $2,000 for 4 costumes. That's not nearly enough money. And I'm like, $2,000?
What?
What? That's a fucking show. That's an entire show.
Oh my God. Let's go to Kingsgate Mall. We could like 20 costumes.
Yes. 100%. Anyway, so it's just like, it blew my mind. I'm really used to like kind of dirty making, quick and dirty.
Yeah.
And not being precious about it. We used to make a show a week. One show per week.
I feel like that is the best way of learning how to make performance.
You just do it.
Just keep making it.
Yeah.
And that's going to suck. There's going to be a little bit of gold in every one of them.
Sure.
Some of them are just not going to work out at all. But you have to keep practicing the practice of making.
Yeah.
And I think so many times when I'm teaching or like mentoring a like younger artists, they say, well, I have to go figure this out. I got to go figure it out. And it's like somewhere they've been given the idea that they need to go sort it out and make it perfect way over here.
But all the tools are here.
Yeah.
And all the people are here. You don't need to go off and do it on your own. I think learning to sit in the shit with people.
Yes.
Is what I got from SFU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, also,
yeah,
just like the other side that, the universities should fund these programs.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to dumpster dive.
Yeah.
However, having like, I remember when I was at SFU, in the 1830s, we did a show at the Perel Gallery. So the SFU had the Perel Gallery on Hastings. The building, I think, had been or was in the process of being condemned. We were doing performances in there.
So fitting for you.
Totally. We were just like, and it was like, have you had your tetanus shot? Okay, great. Rehearsals that started at like 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
That's when we could get the space.
That's when you get the space. That's when no one's working their part-time job.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah. It is something that it's easier to do when you're 21.
Yeah. Oh my God. We can never do that now.
Never.
I could never do that now.
No. And I do like to say, I appreciate, this wistfulness of DIY. And I'm so glad that, we have that. Then you know what you're capable of.
Yes.
Right?
I love that for my roots. And I feel I take great pride and honor in being able to like push myself and work hard in that way. But I also love getting to have a safe floor to walk on.
Yeah. Right?
I love not having, there's rats in every building in Vancouver, but I love having them not run over my feet when I'm,
plus.
working. Yeah. So I think it says something though about like coming from a place of, lack and hunger for something that you make it work. Because then I don't take things for granted when I have resources. And I've worked with some directors and I've assisted some directors at the larger institutions where they really take it all for granted. And sometimes for costumes, like if there's a maid costume, they'll go buy a fresh outfit. And then it's like, of course it looks too new and clean for the period of play they're setting it in. So they'll go and they'll dirty up like a fucking $200 silk skirt. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's so wasteful.
Yes.
That I just have such a distaste for that.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Hey. And like when you can kind of spot the waste and because in dance world and then in my tiny little world, you never have a stage manager or TD or anything like that. So when I'm like working in one of the big places, I'm just like,
wow.
Oh, I'm here a miracle.
Yeah.
say to miracle. Tell me again how many more minutes I have left in break.
It's so nice.
It's so good. It's so good to have that. Yeah, somebody running the time.
Yeah. Because it's hard leading a room. I mean, I'm sure you feel this, but I'm like, my brain can only do so much. And like, I will try to meet all the things and I will try to hold all the balls in the air, but I can't do it. You can't do it all.
No, you can't.
And you're going to let things go.
Of course.
Yeah. But it makes me nervous because I'd rather not sacrifice the art.
Yeah.
Right? That's the trap.
It is the trap, isn't it? And I mean, it's like, it's a collective form.
Yeah.
We work in a collective, collaborative form.
Yeah.
I feel like I have not been in a room with you. I hope to be in a room with you. I feel like we would have the best time.
We would.
But you strike me as someone who is like the team. You know, the team, you know.
I love a team.
Yeah.
It's really important. I go crazy when I try to make things on my own. And I think that it's also like the way people protect their egos and they protect themselves. And they're like, oh, I need to go figure this out. Oh, I need to go do this thing. It's like, you have people here. And it makes sense to be like, I just need a second to like settle my thoughts.
Sure.
I get that, especially when you're in more of a formalized process. I get that if you're like directing 25 students, like I get it. You're like, I actually just need not 30 voices in my head. But I think if it's collective creation, you have to be vulnerable and you have to say, I don't know. Yeah.
It's a really powerful place to say, I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I used to be really afraid of it, of saying I don't know, when I started directing in like the like professional world.
Yeah.
Because people would always say, just say I don't know. I don't know. And I think my positionality being like, at the time being like 23 and directing at Bard and being a young brown woman and my actors and everyone else were like all in their 40s. I couldn't say I don't know. Like I actually wasn't allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Because then they lose their faith in the director and the process and all those things. So I've learned other ways to still capture the I don't know spirit. And I guess it's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's complicated and I don't quite know what I'm trying to get at with that.
It's a great question just to kind of let crackle in the space.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not know about the not knowing.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you do when you don't know?
What do I do? Here's the thing. This is interesting, I think, from a femme-bodied perspective is I think that often I have leaned too far into, well, I don't really know. Well, I don't really know. This is probably wrong, but. So I think I have pulled the rug out from under myself. I've been in situations where maybe if I was not talking that language, I would have been taken more seriously.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think that's real.
Yeah.
And because many things can be true at the same time, doing that kind of thing is like, this might be stupid.
Yeah.
This could be a real bad idea.
Yeah.
That can also, in the right room with the right team, be a great invitation for everybody to go like, great, this could be stupid. Let's go.
Yeah. Yes. But it gives permission for us to all fail together.
Right.
It's not about like me as an individual leader being like, I'm incapable of leading. Right?
Right.
It's like, we're all going to try something together. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. Maybe it's about like permission.
Yeah.
And letting people play. And not having to be right about something.
Because what is right? I feel like you don't. I mean, like there's a gut thing in it, but you don't know until you do it.
Yeah.
And I think people get really scared of doing it.
I think so.
One of the best pieces of advice that I got from a professor from Cole was just track all the ways that you avoid doing the work.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's so good. Like I can think of all the times I make jokes in the room. And like I love a joke. I love a fucking joke.
Very pro joke.
Jokes are important. Jokes are very important in the room.
Essential.
Yeah, humor is important. But I I can track when I'm doing something to avoid the work, or like table work or text work, where I'm like, we don't actually need to be getting into this. Or like, I can tell if an actor gets like a hyperfixation on like, but if I stand this way, the audience won't see me. And I'm like, oh, okay, we stand the other way. And then they'll come up with like a half an hour essay. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, great. That's how their brain needs to process. But all of it is avoiding doing the vulnerable thing, which is making the performance happen or making the art happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's all these ways that is such good advice.
Yeah.
Tracking your like, procrastination. That one's a great one. That's like a little perfectionist thing. Like if I don't start, it's not going to suck.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anything.
Oh my God, that's so true. I get that way with grants all the time.
Oh, but grants are the worst.
Grants are evil.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
They really are. Ugh, God.
Oh, the whole system. That's where that's the revolution.
It is. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can we tear this down?
Yeah.
Can we take away the gatekeepers?
Yeah.
Can we make this about artists supporting each other?
Yes.
My dear friend, Justine A. Chambers.
I love her.
Yeah. She's a gem.
Yeah.
It's the artists uplifting the artists. It's the artists saying, oh, you know whose show you should book. And I feel like, let's keep spreading that.
Yes.
And not putting all this, I mean, the system is the system right now.
Yep.
But it's, emperor's new clothes, folks. It's happening.
Yep.
So the more we can do that, the more we can shift. That's my belief.
I love that. I think we need to change a lot of that mentality too of the scarcity mentality. Where like, yes, there is a finite amount of money. Yes, funding is really fucked up. And yes, like the powers that be, oh my God, there's so many problems. Mm-hmm. But also when we start falling into the trap of that, of again, tearing each other down.
Yeah.
Being shitty about who gets grants, being weird about all that stuff. It's like, oh, that's not the solution. Then we have no art.
Exactly. It is not the solution.
Yeah.
And we need to like be in a collective and not fall to you're this kind of artist. You're an emerging artist. You're an established.
Oh my God.
All these things.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of think we're all emerging all the time.
Yes. Nothing actually pisses me off more when someone would call me an emerging artist. People still call me an emerging artist. And I'm like, what does that mean?
What does it mean?
Genuinely, what does it mean?
I'll tell you the only thing it means.
Yeah. It's you're under 30.
Maybe. Like that fucking bullshit. It's like, what about somebody who just started, who had kids, and then now they're starting and they're 50?
Yeah. Let them fucking emerge. Give them grace too to try stuff out.
Yeah, like fuck off.
Yeah.
Either it's an age thing, which it's not just because I'm old, but I really think it's like we need to get away from this.
Yes.
Because it's damaging everybody.
Yeah.
But I think the reality of being emerging right now is that just call yourself emerging and get that money because there is a priority for emerging people.
Sure.
So if they're calling you that, capitalize.
Yeah.
I say capitalize.
Well, it's the same thing as like, I don't know, all the different marginalized identities that like you literally fucking check off. Like it's so, oh my God, it's so icky. It's so... I know why it's there. I know. And I recognize all the good intentions behind it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse than defining yourself as this is who I am. And therefore I can only make work about being a brown lesbian, you know?
No, I don't know. This isn't true. But in my mind, all these boxes and there's a table of white people.
And they score it.
Sitting around scoring you on your identity. Ooh, scored on your identity. What a great thing.
Actually, I will say there is a reading that we just did a couple weeks ago with Ruby Slippers Theatre, their Advanced Theatre Festival. And Saweet Eden Haile, do you know her?
Oh,
she's like in her 20s. She's 22.
Yes.
She's amazing. Recent Studio 58 grad.
Yeah.
She wrote this piece called Roald Dahl Doesn't Care About You. And it's these four...
Great title.
Oh, it's so good. And it's these four women, and they essentially just like tackle the system. Like they're sitting at a writing table, and they're talking the shit, and they're going over this application that essentially is for like this writing competition. And it just addresses all of it. And it goes after the like DEI stuff. It goes after like the white fragility piece. It goes after like just female friendships and like toxic female tearing each other down, that sort of thing. Anyways, it's really fucking badass. And I'm really excited about that. So someone's writing about it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Someone's hitting it head on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go deep.
Go deep. That's what she said. Oh, God. To be a teenage boy, right? Can you imagine if you were born and lived the rest of your life as a white man?
Yeah.
What do you think your life would be like?
I wouldn't have to remember anything or do any meal planning or know where anything was. I would be able to hang out in the gym like fucking all the time.
Yeah.
Do you even lift, bro? And I would
You do lift. You power lift. Don't
I
you?
do.
Yeah.
I do.
That's really hot.
Thank you.
I love that.
I am obsessed with it and I want to talk about it all the time. It gets like irritating.
Should we have a gym podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We should have a gym podcast. Actually, you're not the only one. Like Joanna Garfinkel, that would be cool. Actually, to have a like, who lifts?
Who lifts?
We could call it, do you even lift, bro?
Do you?
And and we could sit around. But there's
we sit around on a skyjack, on a genie, on an actual lift.
Yes. Oh my God.
No, that's stupid.
That writes itself.
Yeah.
But if you, but then going back to living as a
white man.
Stupid, no problem.
No problem.
That's stupid. Great. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
Literally do whatever
Nobody's
you
going
want.
to tell me it's stupid. I'm just going to do it. Yeah. Not being like the guest star.
Yeah.
Kind of like the guest star parent, spouse.
Yes.
Yeah. You can kind of just like show up and do a bit of vacuuming and be like,
And it's amazing.
I'm a fucking hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
oh my God, the guest star. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Guest starification.
yeah. I have a friend who would refer to her partner, who's cis dude, as the guest star parent.
That's crazy. Is she okay?
No, fortunately, very tough cookie.
Okay.
But then again, it's like, why do you have to be the tough cookie?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm happy that my household is largely not
Good.
that kind of household because I do lift and
You do fucking lift.
okay, I want to ask you because I'm sure folks are thinking, wait a minute, you graduated from SFU and you're like, you're directing at BART and you're 23. I know you're not 23 anymore. Anymore.
As we age.
It's happening to everyone.
Oh God.
Whoa, time. What is time?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah, great question. I still ask myself. I graduated SFU in 2019, so I was 21 when I finished the theater program. I got an internship at Theater Replacement with Michael Yamamoto and James Long, the best people, and they really just guided me through that time, through just like leaving university and emerging into the world. But also it was a fucking pandemic.
Right?
Yeah. The pandemic happened pretty much right away.
Yeah.
Right after I graduated. And I know we're all so sick of talking about it. And every time I see a piece of pandemic theater or like pandemic art, pandemic fiction or novels, I can't do it. I do die a little bit. But I was very grateful because I had employment during that time in an arts-based organization. So I learned a lot about the producing end of things, and then just met a bunch of really incredible people. And I am someone who definitely has like audacity in that sense. Like I reach out a lot. I cold email a lot.
Love it.
I had applied for this like directing apprenticeship thing to assist someone. And that was with Bard. And then I was supposed to assist Anita Rashan in something.
Love it.
And
I love it.
Anita Rashan is my hero. I'm going to say that on the mic.
Me too.
And I owe so many of my big jobs to her. But she was supposed to direct a production of Kate Besworth's play called Done Undone at Bard. And then that shifted and it became a film. It was a whole thing. But Anita was going to have a baby. And so she couldn't direct it. So she put my name forward. And then Kate put my name forward because she was my neighbor at the time and we're good friends.
Love it.
And I think Meg Rowe put my name forward, and she's also a very dear mentor of mine. So I just felt very supported by these like incredible women. And then I had an interview, and then Bard was like, "Yeah, do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, great." And I was like, "They don't know how old I am." It was kind of, I was like, it was definitely a thing where I wait until after I signed the contract to be like, so just want to double check. You know this, right? You know I'm 23. And they're like, "No, we thought you had your master's from SFU." And I was like, "No, I don't have that."
Excellent. Excellent.
You can edit some of that out. It's probably too long-winded.
I don't know. I think it's kind of important in a way because it's like these, again, boxes being ticked. And why isn't a young femme voice? Yeah. All these perspectives are really important. And
I was so well supported. Yeah. I will say I was very nervous because we've all heard the horror stories of like someone young or new being launched into a position of power or a position of status or whatever, and then just having zero support. So everything falls apart. Bard was awesome. I had some very kind people showing me the ropes and taking me down that path. So then after that, it was mostly just working with theater replacement, working on pantos and stuff like that. Yeah. I self-produce a lot of my stuff.
Beautiful.
And again, I'm just kind of annoying and I email people and I invite them to come to my shows.
Yeah.
And then I was at Shaw for a bit and then I came back and then now I'm at Arts Club. So yeah, it's been interesting. But also my idea of like success really changed because I thought that the goal was like to become the Shaw Festival director, to become like the Stratford director. It's so silly. It's so stupid. Like, why is that? Anyway, so that changed for me. That's not my idea of success anymore. I went through a big art crisis maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, why are we making work? Like, why?
Yeah.
If I'm not receiving any true artistic fulfillment from it, and I'm not making any money, so I can't fucking like buy food. And everyone that I'm working with is burnt out and exhausted. Like, why are we making work? Why are we doing it?
Yeah.
So I think that really shifted how I think about starting projects and taking on projects.
Yeah.
Why do you make work?
I make work because I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
There's something in me.
Yeah.
But I ask myself those questions. Like sometimes I'm like, is this a little dumb idea?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? I'm just going to go teach people how to deadlift. But things keep coming up and I feel like there are conversations like this conversation, like all these conversations and these people around me and these things that I'm feeling and hearing and living that are not obvious, but that are really essential that I need to communicate. I guess it's just beyond my control in a way. Like I've probably told this story on this podcast before, but when I was maybe late 20s, early 30s, my dad offered me money to quit dancing.
Whoa.
Yeah. He was talking about parents being worried.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Dad. And I'm like, wait a minute, should I ask him? How about now, Dad? How about now?
Yeah.
I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. But what it did is it made me articulate. For me, this isn't what I do. This is who I am. And this is how I operate in the world. I am the most myself when I'm on stage. So, and how about you? How has it changed? So now why do you make work?
I think that I make work, again, similar to you, where I'm like, I have to. Yeah. Like, there's a burning thing.
Yeah.
But for me, the thing that I'm grappling with right now, and have been grappling with, and probably will continue, is as our systems are changing, I think, and this is very controversial, I have some friends that don't like this, but I don't think that art was ever meant to be a job. Art making was never meant to be a job. Unfortunately, we do live in the system in the world that we live in, so it has to become a job. Like, we have to pay our bills, right? But because of that, because of this like commodification or this like capitalist infiltration on art making, there's so many things that chip away at the quality of art or at the meaning of art or the how we make it, why we make it. So that needs to be so strong and clear for me that I can push through the capitalist bullshit and through the systemic bullshit to make the work.
Yeah.
So if that's not clear in the project, especially if it's something that I'm self-producing, I don't see a reason to do it right now. So I think I've really been grappling with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think back to, not that I was there, although I'm almost old enough. No, not that old. Like paleo, like where I'm like going later.
Yeah.
That there would be people in the group who were the storytellers, the people that held the dances, the people who made the jokes. And that was just like, there's no question where your dinner was coming from.
Yes.
Because, you know, Brad, who likes to go and get the wildebeest, he loves that.
Yeah.
So he's like happy because he loves your jokes.
And it was community based. It was communal.
Yeah.
We're taking care of each other as groups of people.
Yeah.
Not in these like siloed single family income. Like, do you know what I mean? Or like whatever the thing is, right?
Yeah.
All these, again, systems that cause us to rely on money and rely on work and employment. And
it's that thing, we going back to complaining about grants. And then as artists, we're constantly called upon to prove to me that what you do is of value. Value. Ching, ching.
And value to who, right? Like value to what?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make shows that are for everyone. None of my shows are for everyone. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's going to be mediocre.
Yeah. For example, like I was talking to a friend the other day and she's like, I feel like I don't have stories to tell that will meet like a diverse audiences. Like this friend is white.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know how to meet the whole audience in that way. I was like, but you don't have to. No. You don't need to be the voice for all marginalized people. I don't want anyone to be the voice for all marginalized people.
Right?
I don't want to be the voice. I don't have the perspectives of other different identities. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Can you please speak on behalf of everybody?
Yes, of everybody under any different fucking whatever, right? Race, ability, gender, sex, etc., income level. I'm like, I don't have all those experiences, and I don't want to make work that needs to somehow become like consumable or for everyone in that sense. No. I also don't want to make work that is so like, this is when I'm going to get in trouble. Like, but safe for everyone.
Absolutely.
It's okay to be uncomfortable. And I think that's a really hard thing with my generation of makers. Yeah. And part of it's like just the political system that we are living in, the after effects of like the Me Too era, after effects of the pandemic, consent culture, like all these things. But I think that people are really afraid to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that being uncomfortable doesn't mean you're not safe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm really into sex. I'm really into sex.
and scene.
Okay. But like, I'm really into the idea of like intimacy on stage and sex and sexuality. And people are very afraid of it.
Oh, I know.
But that's what people do. You can have intimacy on stage and not have it be an assault. Like, intimacy can happen and two actors can be willing to kiss each other.
Yes.
And that's the job for the story that we're telling.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It is okay.
Because people kiss in real life.
And you don't have these confidence. They do? Oh,
yeah.
God. Totally.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we've heard it before about the violence, like no problem. They kick him in the head on stage, no problem.
Yeah.
But this like affection, physical affection is like,
well, I think it's very male in that sense, where it's like, it's actually all very male driven. This is my hot take.
Yep.
Hot theory. The reason that we have violence on stage, because it's like, the male vehicle, the male tool, anger, etc.
Yeah. That's how they communicate.
Yes. But the reason that and I'm going to talk this out loud for, I think, the first time.
Good.
The reason that we can't have sex or intimacy on stage is because men don't know how to deal with it. Like, we can't actually put the male version of that on stage anymore. No. It's because it's like, it's unsafe when these men have historically directed it, written it, choreographed it. It has been exploitative and shitty.
Yes.
But so now we're just like, we don't know how to operate within the male system. And I'm like, dude, queer women, non-binary people, trans people, we know how to do sex on stage. We know how to show it.
Yeah.
We know how to like engage in intimacy.
Yeah.
So why are we ignoring this entire other culture of like
Most people.
Yes.
It's actually most people.
Yes. Most people.
Totally.
So it's like, how do we bring that? Like, how do we bring those versions of working together and those versions of, I mean, I hate using the word queering because I feel like everyone uses.
It's
queering this and queering that.
Queering and futuring.
Oh my God. Futuring. Horrible. Okay, that's when we're going to start drinking on this podcast. They're drinking games. I know. Anytime I go to a festival now, I'm going to flip through the program. And for as many times, we can play bingo.
I was just going to say the exact same thing. I was like, we can have a bingo. You know, bingo game at every festival for the buzzwords. And I feel like I'd be fresh out of my MFA.
Yeah. Oh, you're full of it.
Oh, I'm full of it.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
I learned it from my mother early on, where you just take on the character of academic words.
Yeah.
And then you just play the game.
Yeah.
Play the game of the critical theory and the.
What's your favorite performative MFA word right now?
Well,
mine is becoming.
Oh, becoming.
The idea of becoming.
I was using for my, still kind of, I like it. I'm borrowing rewilding.
Oh.
From like the environmental to being a feminist.
Yeah. You're rewilding.
Yeah, I'm rewilding my ways.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to bring back rewilding.
Yeah.
We're going to bring back drinking games.
Yeah. Drinking games. Bingo.
Yeah. Bingo. Yeah. We got to bring back bingo.
Yeah, give me some cool.
And we're bringing back sex.
I mean, that's the thing I find too, is like we eat, we sleep, we move, we have sex, we cry. Why is this? I mean, it's the Puritans, it's the colonial, the British.
Yes.
Yeah, the British. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very hot take of the masculine. So there's something that's rotten, and I think many men would totally agree with that. It needs to be like you got to take that apart.
Yes.
And why not come along on this ride?
Yes.
This was better.
Yes. Yeah. And it's like I was like, should we talk about sex now? Is that okay?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I can say this on the podcast. I had an encounter with a man.
Yeah.
A sexual encounter, and he didn't know how to make it not about his own penis. Like, do you know what I mean?
I think everybody who's
this is new to me. This is really new to me. I've never done that. So yeah, it took me 27 years, but to have an encounter like this. And I was like, this is crazy. You don't know how to communicate what you want. It's all about your penis, and you don't know how to consider anything else. Wow. I know. I was like, this is crazy. Yeah. But I think that that's sort of that's what's being mirrored. It's like, yes, it's just one way of working. The penis on stage, or like the whatever it is on stage. Mm-hmm. And then there's like the fear or just like a lack of knowledge that there are other ways.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like this. I mean, you could get very academic and do it, like that, the phallic, everything. Mm-hmm. Everything is kind of like packaged as like it's the centerpiece. That's the thing. It's the, let's just keep going. It's like the ejaculation. This is when there is a whole forest.
Yes.
There's the stamen coming from the flower. Sure. See how poetic I'm getting?
But there's petals.
But there's all these other possibilities.
Yeah.
And I think, it's this huge disservice to all of humanity.
Yes. Including men too.
Of course.
Because I'm like, that's a fucking blind spot. You are missing so many good things.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fear too. Yeah. It's fear. And talk about rewilding, we need to experience all the things that have kind of been cast in the shadows.
Yeah. I love that word, rewilding.
It's good, isn't it?
It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging it. I want to talk. I'm respectful of your time because we need to wrap it up soon.
Oh, yeah.
You've got shit to do. And
Yeah, I'm tired.
you're tired. I just want to talk a little bit about your fantastic band with like the best name ever, Hot Dyke Party. And
Yes.
because one of my shows has the best title ever, Porno Death Cult.
Yes.
Right. And then when I heard Hot Dyke Party, I'm like, yum. Mm-hmm. Also, best name of a band ever.
I think the names are tied. I would love Porno Death Cult to be a band. Do you think you could make it a band?
I could probably. I was thinking about that because I read a thing online about every woman over 35 should start a punk band.
Yes.
And when I read that, I was like, oh, yeah. Because you don't, like, you can just, like, play, sing, what you can be bad.
Yes, you can. You can also be great.
I know it could. Yeah, could start out bad.
Sure.
What is happening with Hot Dyke Party?
Hot Dyke Party's on a hiatus right now.
Okay.
Just because we're all doing our own things.
Yes.
But it was super fun, and like I hope that it comes back. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
I really love that band, and I love making music with those people.
Yeah.
And Hannah Myers, who you work with.
Love.
I love Hannah. Hannah and I went to SFU together.
I know. That's where Hannah was an intern.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the pandemic.
Yes. Hannah got the ECD with you.
That's right.
And then I got the ECD with Theater Replacement.
Yeah. I love that.
And we went from rolling around, crying on the ground together.
Yeah.
Actually, there's one show, she's going to hate that I'm saying this. No, she won't. She'll be fine. There's one show we did, the final show together at theater school, where Hannah did a ballet number, head to toe, like wrapped in an emergency blanket, but with, I think, point shoes or maybe flesh-colored tights or something. Mm-hmm. And she was actually she was basically in a piece of tinfoil. She landed on the floor. We unwrapped her out of the tinfoil, and she had a layer of nylon all over her skin. And underneath the nylon was like cold cuts. We had vegan options, and we had regular like turkey and pork options. And the ensemble went up to Hannah. They tore the nylons with their teeth, and she tore them off herself with her teeth. And then they ate her. They ate all the cold cuts under her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then they wrapped her back up in the tinfoil. We put her into like a little ball, and we put her inside a fridge. And we closed the fridge door.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was a really, really fun show.
So fantastically SFU.
It was so gross.
Fantastically,
because
performance art.
Yeah. Well, the meat was on her for maybe like 30 minutes, and then she did a sweaty dance number. Yeah. The first time I think we did a full dress run of it. Yeah. Someone in our class threw up. She she had a bit of the meat and was like, I can't. Just vomited. We went to like the deli, and the deli was at Nestor's Market next to the school. Yeah. And Hannah, this is so funny. She like held up her arm and tried to compare it to the different colors of meats. And I think it was chicken ended up being the most like her, like chicken cold cuts.
Can we just full circle? Yeah, maybe on the grants where there's ticking boxes instead of like your
identity. Yeah.
Like what cold cut would most accurately mention your skin.
I think that's actually really good because there's so many shades of cold cut. And we don't say it's the brown cold cut or the white cold cut. No. We respect their identity and we respect their heritage. You are an organic farm-raised turkey who's been smoked with maple. You're a beautiful tannish white color. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like what is...
I think you should leave this in.
But I worked in a deli when I was in high school, and because I have vitiligo, so my skin's kind of like either like really kind of weird pinky white or like kind of olive. Like that would be, those like
mortadella.
Yes, mortadella. Yeah. Like a couple, and they kind of mash it together. And it's like,
oh my god, you're so mortadella coated. I love that.
Oh, okay.
This is a great podcast.
This is so fun.
Sorry to the listener.
I think to the listener, you're welcome. Artie, this has been a total fucking delight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. You're the best.
Oh. Love talking to Artie. Can't wait to have her back on the podcast. Thank you so very, very much for listening to Talking Shit with Tara Cheyenne. It really matters. So thank you. Share, rate, review, heart. And of course, a donation, even if it's like a little tiny donation, makes a huge difference for us making the art out here in the Artland. In my bad Irish accent, where they have instituted the minimum livable wage for artists. Just saying, Canada, let's do it. It's good for the economy. Talking Shit with Tara Cheyenne is a production of Tara Cheyenne Performance, produced, edited with original music by Mark Stewart. You can get in touch with us on the old Instagram, even though it's meta, it's like, I'm so conflicted. But everybody uses it. Tara Cheyenne TCP. That's our handle there. You can email info@taracheyenne.com. Or if you're still on Facebook, is anybody on Facebook? That's Tara Cheyenne Performance. Or just go to our website, www.taracheyenne.com. And I will leave you with this fantastic quotation from the fabulous Bell Hooks. Quote, "We cannot have a meaningful revolution without humor." Come on. That's good, hey? I had not heard that before. So go out there, make shit up. It does change the world. Take care of each other, and we'll see you next time. Go deep.
Go deep. That's what she said. This is a great podcast.
This is so fun.
I'm really into sex. I'm really into sex.
And see.